Now that we have passed round 10 and have seen all the unique boards Marble Skirmishers has to offer, the last 5 rounds we'll be going through them one by one, starting with the Bearing Court. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Marble Skirmishers. Steelworkers still at the top of the standings, 2 points ahead of the Tree Troop after the green team lost last match. The Monarchonics and Pepperpods trying to make up that distance as well. Mad Hatters and Wizard Wreath also trying to get into the top half. Looking at the fixtures for today, nothing really major here except that last match, Sapphires versus Aces. We'll have to see how this shakes out. First up, Steelworkers and the Weather Warriors. Steelworkers, of course, top of the standings, an amazing team. Weather Warriors struggling there in the bottom half. How will these two teams do? Down they come into the middle. It's close, but it's going to be a draw. The Weather Warriors just barely lose one last marble. You see it here. They knock off 2 of the Steelworkers nicely, lose one there, and then just one more on the right side falls off. Unfortunate not to get a win there. But it's going to be a draw, 2-2. Not what they wanted. Down in the bottom of the standing, Steelworkers will probably take a draw here. Next up, Tree Troop and the Vampire Venators. Again, 2 teams on opposite sides of the spectrum. Can the Vampire Venators maybe cause an upset here? Down they come into the middle, and they've done it! The Vampire Venators have won over the Tree Troop 0-1. What a match that is! The Tree Troop are going to be kicking themselves for losing that match. They haven't even knocked off a single Venator. My goodness, a standout performance there by the Vampire Venators, winning over the Tree Troop. 0-1 is the final score. Mad Hatters versus the Wizard Wreath. Next up here, both these teams are trying to get into the top half, try and get into the finals. Can either of them get a win and get more points? Down they come, and it's going to be the Mad Hatters. They put a stop to the Wizard Wreath momentum and continue their own in the process. Almost managed to get all of them off there. Just that one Wizard Wreath marble managing to stick around rather. Mad Hatters keep 2-3 on the board and take the win there 4-2. Final match of the first half here in round 11. It's the Monkey Mania and the Huntsman Host. Monkey Mania really need a win here to keep their hopes getting to the top half alive. Huntsman Host trying to survive in the top half. Down they come! And it's going to be a draw. Monkey Mania there almost managed to snag a win. You can see those 2 Huntsman Host marbles almost fell off, but just barely managed to survive there on the right side of the board. Monkey Mania won't be getting that win they so desperately need. It is going to be a 2-2 draw like the first match we saw in this round. Looking at the results from the first 4 matches, of course, Steelworkers and Weather Warriors draw. Vampire Venators upset the Tree Troop. Mad Hatters defeat Wizard Wreath, and another draw there between Monkey Mania and Huntsman Host. Next match, it is a big one that I missed before actually. Pebble Poets and the Harmonic Ionics, 2 strong teams, 3rd and 4th. How are they doing against each other? Down they come into the middle, and the Harmonic Ionics are going to take it. A nice victory there to keep themselves in the top flight there. Pepper Poets kind of just fell apart in the formation. They have been struggling a little bit lately. And they will lose here to the Harmonic Ionics 2-4. A nice job there by the Ionics to take that win, and they will definitely be keeping their top flight hopes alive. Match 6. Porcelain Pirates and Firefly Frenzy. Pirates, of course, not a particularly good team, but the Firefly Frenzy have been doing quite poorly in the last few matches. Will that continue here? Yes, it will. The Pirates have conducted another decimation of the Firefly Frenzy. That team has lost by large margins in the last few matches, and now they've lost another big margin, 4-1. The Porcelain Pirates, very nicely done there. Pierced through the Firefly Frenzy formation and will take a well-deserved 4-1 victory. Rainbow Lorikeets and the Disco Deities up for match 7, the penultimate match of this round. Both teams that have been struggling in the bottom half. Can either of them find some points here? Down they come, and the Rainbow Lorikeets are going to take that victory. Nicely done there. Manages to knock off the entire Deities team there. Great formation by the Lorikeets. Had that one marble there in the back, as many of these teams like to do, and they will win 5-1. Nicely done there, knocking off the entire Deities team, while the Deities can only take 1 off them, and they will win comfortably. And the final match of the day, Sparkling Sapphires and Aureate Aces. Can either of these teams get a win here and be more comfortable in the top half of the standings? Down they come into the middle. And the fucking Sapphires are going to just barely miss the win. My goodness, there are only 2 marbles left. Both teams keep 1 marble on the board, but the Sparking Sapphires almost had it. That marble on the left just barely falls off after hitting the ball bearing there. The bearing court makes its decision, and it will be a 4-all draw between the Sapphires and the Aces. A nice match, a nice round of matches here for today. Looking at the last half, Harmonic Limits defeat the Poets, Paulson Pirates defeat the Frenzy, Rainbow Lorikeets defeat the Deities, and the Sapphires and Aces do draw 4-all. Looking at the standings, Harmonic Onyx have managed to pass the Tree Troop, but the Mad Hatters are now only 1 point behind both the Hudspinosis and Firefly Frenzy and 2 points behind the Sparkling Sapphires. So just 1 win for them and 1 loss for any of those teams will put the Mad Hatters ahead. They are really trying to get into this top half. That is it for round 11, and next time in round 12 I will see you on the Woodwall court. So whenever that time comes, I will see you then.